Good morning. Welcome to Mondays with Marthie. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. And you can leave a comment in the comment section and we can get talking because that makes it more fun than just me talking. So there's three things I want to talk about. And the first thing is problems or opportunities. The second one is one-way love. And the third one is schedule love. So I have to tell you about this book I've been reading. It's called The World Needs a Father, and it's written by Cassie Carstens. And I must say, I really like it. It's a very mature way of looking at life and especially parenting. I think in today's age there's a lot of focus on women and how they can become more powerful and be empowered. And yes, I do think that's important, but I think men need to be right next to them, taking their leadership and their roles seriously. So yes, that's why I'm excited about the book. I'm almost done. Look, I have a way to go. But anyway, so the first thing is problems or opportunities. Now, I often see, I try to look at problems as opportunities, and why I do this is I'm excited about my current problem. I'm busy working on sanitary pads for girls in the community. They're struggling to stay in school because they can't afford to buy pads, menstrual pads, and so my idea is of creating jobs. If you see me, you must know who am I creating jobs for. So my idea is to make sanitary pads that will create jobs, and maybe people can buy it or people can donate a starter pack to a new woman that needs it. And in that process, there will be a circle of life in terms of economic viability. And I'm very excited about this. So last year I had the problem that I didn't have women, I didn't have a team leader, I didn't have sewing machines, I didn't have a venue. Now this year I have all of those, I just need material. So problems are exciting because it shows you how much you've grown, and it's also opportunity. So now there's an opportunity for people to donate material, to become creative about how to use material. For example, I have a jean that I cannot wear anymore because it's got a hole in it in a very critical spot. So I'm thinking, well, I don't have material, the material shops are closing, how can I get material before 8 in the morning? Well, how about I make the pads from the jean material that's made from my throwaway jeans. So that's just how you can become creative of turning problems into opportunities and recycling. So then it becomes a big interesting thing of problem solving and new opportunities that you thought would be an obstacle, and actually it creates more space for people to come in and be creative and bring what they have to become part of a team player. So for example, we're busy with the tea cozies, people are knitting and crocheting, and it's so awesome what they come up with. And now we actually have this a shop that's going to keep the products for us, but now we have to decide on costing. New problem. Can you see it? It's an opportunity to grow. So I have a guy that's going to help us work out the supply chain of how to deal with the raw material, how the process is going to work, how it's going to be more cost effective. So now we're going up a next level, so that makes it very exciting. So problems are opportunities. You just have to change your mindset about it, and then use it as a spring block to go to the next level. So the second one is one-way love, one direction love. And to me, this was an interesting thing. I found it in Cassie's book. It's love is giving. And if you're in a relationship and you say, but I'm the only one that's giving 100%, it's like, yes, it's supposed to be like that. You're supposed to give 100%. And there's no, I give, and it's not giving and receiving. It doesn't look like this. It looks like giving all the way, give away. So that's how he sees it, and it's actually pretty amazing because then it takes away that whole thing of, well, when am I going to get back? No, it's a one direction thing, and it's actually he calls it pointing a finger at somebody else's purpose. So for example, you have somebody that you have to love, hey, because that's part of the deal. And you love them, and then you point in the direction that they will be excelling in, what they will be good at, what their purpose is. And that is the kind of love that you're looking for, because it gives a chance to receive love and then channel it. And it's a positive flow. I mean, a river flows in one direction, and I think it's the same thing. And if you, the moment you stop to wait for something to come back, it breaks that flow of energy. So to me, that was a bit of a revelation to think of it that way. So I have to decide how I'm going to still use that, but I think it's profound if you realize that you must just give, and then maybe behind you the energy will flow in again, because you're creating that space and void to receive more love. But it's coming from this way and not from this way. It's not a small thing, it's a big thing. That's what I think. Anyway, that's the love one direction. And then the third thing is, I wrote it on the sand today, can you see? Otherwise I forget. Schedule love. So it's very interesting when you look at love. He says between 6 and 8 is the most important time in any family's life, and you have to schedule it. Between 6 and 7 is playtime, and between 7 and 8 is dinner time, and between 8 and 8:30 is shower and bath time, and then it's my favorite queen time, when mom gets special attention and gets a cup of tea and something like that, special time. And then it's dad's time, because it's a father's perspective, right? Then it's dad's time. He can go into his cave and watch television and do whatever, and then 10 o'clock it's bedtime, and then you know what might happen. But to me it was very interesting that he actually sets it out as family time, and he schedules what happens next. So you can expect between 6 and 7 the kids are going to have fun, they're going to get to know you better, you're going to just play. It's not about did you do your work and did you do this, and it's play time. It's quality interaction, communication time. And then between 7 and 8 is dinner time, and that's when you solve the world's problems. What's the problems, what's on the table, and then how do our family perceive this problem, and how would we approach it and solve it, and what's our opinion on what's the matters of the day. So I think that's an important way, and I find that I have a 14 and a 16-year-old, and dinner time becomes a time where we solve problems and decide about the world and how we fit in and how we're going to move forward. And it's important because newspapers tend to give you a lot of information. It can be negative, but you have to decide how you're reacting to it. And I love the one saying that Cassie says, is that if you just read the newspapers, that it might become the gospel that you live by, and actually that shouldn't be your gospel. It should just be an inflow of information, and then how you react to it is, to me, would be a source. I mean, I'm obviously Christian, so that's how I perceive stuff. I look at Christianity and how you would approach it, and how you put it into your value system, and how it comes out, and how you play it out in friendships and things that happen, and it makes you a stronger family. Anyway, so that's my view on the 3 things. And the first thing is problems or opportunities, one-way love. And then the third thing is schedule love. Make a schedule and put it in your day. So I'm busy with Geseënde Kersfees. I am so excited about it. I had a repetition with the rehearsal with the choir yesterday, and they're going to be dressed up and singing perfectly. And I am training my one soloist for to perform, and Friday we're going to have the band together, the flutist, the percussionist, the guitarist, and the bassist, and it's going to be awesome. I'm really excited about it, and I got my link at last for Compu tickets, so if you want to buy tickets, I have a 3 o'clock show. It's for the kids and older people that don't want to travel for at night, and then I have an evening show. It's a bit of a juggle. We have to be positive that we're going to sell out. We're going to sell out, but even if I don't, it's going to be lots of fun. And I hope you have a wonderful week, and see you next Monday.